Hello minasan, Hikiyami Mariko desu, and welcome to another RPG Maker stream, I guess. It's been a while, but I will try to make something enjoyable, right? Uh, Thank you for coming to the stream. And today we'll be making, well, not just today, right? We're gonna be making this game for at least a couple of weeks, hopefully. Maybe a few months. Hopefully not, because I don't want to spend months working in a game. But today it's gonna be a visual novel, right? And I will try my best to do a decent visual novel, right? So I don't know, I don't have an idea for the, you know, the lore, the topic, the story, of the story, right, of the game. So I'm gonna be working on that today mostly, and I'm gonna be preparing RPG Maker for visual novel work, I guess we could say that, right? So I'm gonna be changing settings and stuff like that. We can talk about the story or something. Hello Als, thank you for coming to stream. Hello Munimi Reset, thank you for coming to stream. How are you guys doing? Okay, so I'm gonna start working, right? Because if I just keep talking, I'm never gonna get any work done. The last game we made was Heroes of the NTR None, right? And that was like 5 months ago. Sorry. So it's been like 5 months since the last game I made. That was a fun game, kinda silly, kinda random, but it was fun to make, and I want to do something different this time around, right? I'm a little bit sick, sorry about that. I was working, like 2 months ago, I started working in a... Man, I don't know what's wrong with my... Let me drink something. Yeah, this is much better. So 2 months ago, I was working in a side-scrolling game in RPG Maker for fun, just on my spare time, right? And I didn't like how it like ended up being, and I just scrapped the project, right? So that game is never gonna happen. So we're gonna be working on a visual novel today, right? So I think first things first, I would say it's the settings, right? We go to settings, and well, for a visual novel we don't really need characters, right? So just gonna clean up a little bit. We're gonna remove the characters. Actually, just gonna remove the characters. We don't need a character sprite or a battler sprite, not now at least. Maybe we change some things later, right? But we need nothing to show up in here, so we're gonna be applying these changes so nothing appears in here, right? Let's just name this MC, right? What the hell did I do? MC, yeah. So classes, we don't really need classes. Then again, we're gonna change it to 1. Maybe we add more classes later. Maybe not. Who knows? We will see what happens, right? Skills, we also don't need skills. Maybe we do, but for now we don't. This is something I recommend doing in every project, regardless if it's an indie game, if it's an RPG Maker game, if it's a visual novel, if it's a RPG Maker horror game. This is something I recommend doing anyway, because you make the game lighter and therefore it runs smoother, right? I see some games that are really good, but people forget to remove the skills that you don't use, the characters you don't use, the classes you don't use, and stuff like that. So it kind of clutters the game. Not sure the player character can go without a sprite, but you have an option to start the game transparent. Oh yeah, I don't remember. Yeah, maybe it gives me a bug, like an error, right? Nope, you can't begin the game. Yeah, you can start the game. I don't remember doing a visual novel previously in RPG Maker, and you can definitely begin the game without a player sprite. But it's definitely here. As long as we have the player event, it doesn't really matter if it has a sprite or not, right? Again with the items, maybe we're gonna be using items because having items in game it's really useful. So we're gonna keep this clean, right? Weapons, the same thing. I don't think we need weapons for a visual novel. I still don't know what kind of visual novel it's gonna be. Maybe something about love, since it's the month of love, right? Maybe we don't know. The same thing with armor, and really you can use these database slots however you want, right? The weapons and the armor and the items, it can be used for different mechanics later down the road. Enemies, again, maybe we're gonna have an enemy, maybe we don't. For now, let's just leave it at 1. Same with the troops. Same with states. We can definitely make use of states, for sure. Just gonna leave the dead state for now. Animations, again, we don't need unnecessary animations. And the tile sets, I think the tile sets are just fine. We're gonna see, because this is another thing, I'm just gonna make use of things RPG Maker provides, right? I'm not gonna be using external plugins and I'm not gonna be using external resources unless I make them myself, right? So I'm not gonna be using asset packs, I'm not gonna be using plugins. Maybe if I made the plugin, right? But just gonna be using the basic editor of with common events too. We're gonna make use at least one common event for sure. Then we have the game title, Project 1. I don't know the name of the game just yet, right? There's too many visual novels about love. Let's make a visual novel about ruining others' Valentine's Day. Yeah, maybe a visual novel about a really spiteful fellow that it's like, oh man, everyone is in love this Valentine's, and I'm lonely and a virgin, so let's ruin the fun for everyone else. Maybe that's a good idea, right? I mean, we're making this game together just as the last time, so I'm gonna be noting every idea you guys give me. Even if it's a joke or not a joke, it's okay. Let me grab my... Okay, my notepad, so... Sorry about the noise. So, bien, about ruining love. Yeah. The love of others, okay. We have our first idea. Maybe that, maybe not. Who knows, right? So the name of the game would be, like, I don't know, like... For now, let's just leave it like visual novel, right? Making your own tile set is sick and twisted, no one in the right. Yeah, I've been trying to do my own tile set, like... I need one for the longest time, but I just cannot wrap my head around how you make... And I have seen tutorials, I have read tutorials about how to make your own tile set, and I just can't do it. It always ends up being absolute crap. But we'll get to that eventually, maybe, right? So we don't need to draw the... Let's grab something from here. I'm obviously gonna make changes when the time comes, right? But let's just make something... Maybe we can use this to decide the setting of the game, right? We want a game that's on the beach. We want a game that's on a big tree, canyon, flying island. This will be like Grand Blue Fantasy. A castle. A game about how much you love money. You love money, not people. You just love money. A jungle. A mansion, maybe. A lot of things can happen on a mansion, right? I think let's go with this for now. I never made sense of this second part of the... It's only 2 of them, which it's kind of lazy if you ask me. But they don't really add a lot to it, right? It's just like a foreground image. So none of it for today, right? If you don't want it to be romance, it can be a mystery detective story. Maybe, right? I'm gonna write that down. We can decide. At the end of this stream, we're gonna decide what happens, right? Mystery story / detective. Yeah, let's go with that. That probably works just fine. Okay. Okay, what else? What else? Okay, okay, this doesn't affect any of it. Start in transparent. Yeah, there's. Let's just start in transparent, just in case, right? Don't show the followers. Display TP not necessary. Show number of key items. Enable autosave. Do we want to enable autosave? Show a splash screen? Oh yeah, at the beginning. Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah, that would be nice. So a mystery story would be cool. Although since we are watching it be made, it won't be much of a mystery for us. Maybe I can work the mystery parts on my own outside of the stream, right? Who knows, maybe. Well, it's gonna be a mystery for other people playing the game, right? Well, I don't think anyone's gonna play this game anyway. Although you will be surprised, and I will be surprised, and I was surprised that people actually played. There was quite a few, like 5 downloads of the NTR non-game. Maybe it was you guys, right? I don't know. Let me check the analytics of the game. I never check my analytics of the... Wait, there was actually 71 downloads? Wow. With downloads? Yeah. Yeah, there was 71 downloads of NTR non. Wow, I'm surprised. I actually never check my itch.io analytics because I just make games for fun. And I didn't know 71 people downloaded. Same thing with, let me check the analytics for Tales of the Morriconomicon. 19 downloads, well that's kind of disappointing, but it's cool, right? So 71 downloads, not bad for a game I made in a stream for fun, right? So maybe people will play this game, so maybe we can make it a mystery, who knows, right? I can't believe the funny NRT NTR game is the next hit in the game. Yeah, I'm surprised too. Maybe I should maybe let's make a sequel to the NTR non-game. What will be a sequel? If we follow the true ending, maybe their daughter can get net. I don't know. Let's not think about that. Let's just keep making that. Okay. Title: Battle, Victory, Defeat, Game Over, Boat, Ship. Okay. I think this works just fine. So visual novels usually, obviously, visual novel relies a lot on the illustrations, graphics, whatever you're gonna use, right? So I think it would be nice to make it. I hate using numbers. I forgot I have my things binded to the numbers. Let's use the numeric. Yeah, let's make a standard resolution. So 1280. That will be nice, right? I think same with this. I think this is a pretty nice standard resolution for visual novels or for any game. I usually don't use this resolution when I'm making RPG Maker games because the tile set doesn't match the pixels, so it gets kind of off. But it's a visual novel, so I'm gonna be using this, right? A screen scale 1. For now, let's leave this like this. For the menu, I think we just need the items, the status, and save game, right? And for this one, we just need items and key items. We can make it like... Sorry. God, I'm gonna die. Something I like about visual novels is when they go beyond just the visual noveling, to say something. Because, you know, visual novels are fine. I do enjoy a lot. I have played like hundreds of visual novels, right, in the channel. And I do enjoy them a lot, but I do enjoy them more when they add extra things. But I know a lot of visual novels are made in Rempi. And Rempi allows people to make use of scripts, right? Just like RPG Maker. And they make like mini games for the for the visual novel, right? I have played a bunch of amazing mini games in visual novels, and I think, sorry, yeah, you don't necessarily need the the mini games for a visual novel to be fine, to be entertaining, right? Reading the story, like making choices, it's fun enough. But maybe adding some extra things like the point and click things, the usage of items, it makes the game like so much better. And I think we're gonna make use of that since RPG Maker already has like an item system. It's much easier. Um, so let's make use of that. Types, I don't think I'm gonna modify this. I'm just gonna leave it as it is. Maybe we make use of this later. Here's what your visual novel needs: random choices that lead to instant death. Maybe a couple, right? It depends of the. Hello, Horbror. Thank you for coming to the stream, by the way. It depends of the type of visual novel we're gonna make, right? But I'm gonna add that to the list since I'm taking everyone's suggestions in here. So let's add instant deaths to the list, okay? So we have a visual novel about ruining the love of other people. That will be a mystery story or a detective story with instant deaths. We have that so far for the game. This is gonna be a great game, I'm sure of it. Everyone loves insta deaths, right? Everyone loves. I love insta deaths. You love insta deaths. Everyone loves insta deaths, except in real life, I guess. I don't think anyone enjoys. No, I think actually in real life, insta deaths will be nice too, right? So you don't have to be in pain for a long period of time. Yeah, everyone loves. I think instant death is the best kind of death, if you ask me. Except the kind of death you can be in love with. That's even better. And terms, okay, I'm gonna leave this as it is. I don't think it needs changes. Maybe later down the road. So yeah, we have this fixed, right? So let me remove the. What? Okay, that's it. Just let me check everything's working properly. Wait. Visual novel. The visual novel. It looks really nice. Visual novel. So yeah, it's working as intended so far. So far, so good, right? We're making great progress. I'm kidding. How about this as the plot twist? Protagonist tries to ruin the love of other people, but accidentally instead makes people fall in love with each other. But they will be already in love, right? Protagonist like accidental amor or unwilling amor. Armor? What? Okay, let's put that in the list too. Maybe we can make use of like a accidental cupid, right? Accidental. Okay, maybe we can make use of that. Would be nice. So for a visual novel, we also need we can make use of the parallax, right? I guess. Like this. But let me check something real quick. I'm not sure. I never use parallax. I usually don't use parallax in games, so I'm not sure. Okay, it shows. It fully shows the screen, right? Okay, so this works. Let's make this scene 1, right? How to play background music? Okay, I guess. Oh god. Too loud, too loud. That's the usual RPG Maker song. Let's make use of that. Maybe we can autoplay some BGS too. This is more like inside, right? There's something like the sound of animals, maybe. Oh, that will be night, right? Do we really need 5 winds? Okay, let's use that. Then we just need to make an event. That will be same as characters, just in case. Auto run. Auto run event. So obviously the most important part in this, it's gonna be, since it's a visual novel, it's gonna be the show text function, right? The message function, it's gonna be our main ally in this. Since we don't have RPG battles, we don't have character movement, we're gonna be doing mostly through text and choices and everything, you know how it goes. And we need a good show text, right? So we'll probably be showing the actor number 1 face in here. MC. What the hell is a batch entry? Enables the input of more than 4 lines of insert multiple. Okay, yeah. It will be. I don't know what. What a nice day to be. Something just to see how it looks, right? RPG Maker. I like the use of the logo. It makes it. I mean, it could look better, right? I think we're probably gonna be end up making our own background for the text. Yeah, this kind of music reminds me of Persona 4 for some reason. Maybe we can put the character in the other, just to keep things straight, right? So yeah, I think that will be everything, like the base thing we need for visual novel, right? Aside from the story, of course, and how it's gonna go, right? Honestly, I didn't think through this stream, but okay, so we need something. Let's not work on the PC, but on our minds. To make a visual novel, we need something called a story, right? That we don't have. And to make the story make sense, we need some like order for it. I don't know what I'm talking about. So we need a beginning, a middle, and an end, right? That's basic. But we need characters and stuff like that too. I'm not good at working under pressure. I'm sorry. So yeah, let me disappear the screen for a moment. Yeah, because I need to do something real quick. Sorry. I forgot what I was about to do. Oh yeah. Okay, yeah, that's done. Sorry, I had to do that for a second. Okay, so we are ready to start working on the visual novel, and we need a protagonist, but for the protagonist, what kind of a story it's gonna be? I guess it's gonna be a mystery, because you guys want a mystery. So I'm gonna deliver a mystery to you guys. So it's gonna be a mystery, action, adventure, RPG, roguelite, FPS, MMO. What else there is? Visual novel, right? Of course. Yeah, it's gonna be all kinds of games in a. Let's start with a conflict. What is the plot about? And what is the characters trying to achieve, right? conflict. Okay, that's good. We can work with that. Thank you, Alt. So that's interesting because for a conflict we need at least 2 characters, right? And not MC. Yeah, we need the villain, right? Who of these guys looks evil? This guy looks kind of evil, right? So we have the MC and the not MC. For a conflict to exist, we need 2 characters at least, right? You can, well, yeah, I guess you can have conflict with yourself, but conflict it's usually between 2 parties, right? That's gonna be a conflict, right? So since you guys, I guess we can make something even more fun, right? I was thinking of making the characters myself, but let's see how far we can go with the base character creator of RPG Maker, right? So the main character is going to be a detective, right? You guys wanted it to be a detective. It's gonna be a detective. And strong ideas here. What if the protagonist? It's a ghost, but instead of solving his murder, he just hunt couples. then why would matter? Okay, okay. I'm gonna write that down. Maybe we can use that. A ghost MC. Okay, maybe we can use that. There's an external and internal conflict, and having both can add to the complexity. Wait, are we trying to make a real game in here? I guess we do, right? Okay, maybe we can use it. Maybe we can give it a spin, right? So one of you suggested a ghost MC, but what if we turn this into a possessed MC? Okay, yeah, this is working together, and the other one is gonna be the ghost eyeball, which, well, let's just make it ghost partner, right? So this is a detective and a ghost working together to solve a mystery, and they fall in love with each other while solving the mystery, right? How about that? Yeah, that sounds good. I'm a really good writer. Yeah, give me the Pulitzer or whatever they give to writers these days. Yeah, that sounds amazing. Yeah, that's good. Okay, so we have the ghost partner, and we need another character for the murderer. Wait, it has to be a murderer. I feel like, well, yeah, because there's a ghost, right? So yeah, we need someone that kills people. None of these guys looks evil. Yeah, this guy looks evil. I'm just putting. I'm probably gonna switch these things later, right? Okay, so we have the internal conflict of the detective and the ghost partner, and we have the murderer, right? We have 3 characters already. We can start working with the characters, right? There's a thing called, and a lot of people use it. It's a character-driven narrative, right? So you make the characters first, and then you give them personalities, and you let them run, and the story writes itself. So let's do that for this game. It's gonna be fun, right? Let's get a little bit creative. So we have the murderer, but we cannot reach. So we wake up one morning. We're the detective, right? And how do we meet the ghost partner? What if the murderer is dating someone related to the murderer, and their ghost is trying to warn them or something? Okay, maybe we can use it. Okay, so related to the ghost. Maybe we can use that. Wait. Just hear me out for a second. How about this? The murderer, it's the secret twin brother of the ghost partner, and he killed his brother to marry his wife instead. Yeah. Okay, so let's add another character here. The wife. Yeah. Yeah, this is coming together. This will be. It looks like a good wife. This one. the wife. Okay, so we're making this work together. So this ghost asks the detective for help because his evil twin murdered him to get married with the wife. Right? Yeah, that's a good story. Yeah, that's a good motive. Um, so we have the wife, right? So this guy killed me. I didn't know I have a. They didn't know each other, right? They didn't know they were twins. They just found out by chance, and this one decided to kill the other one because this one has a terrible life and this one has a good life, and it's like, hey, it's not fair you have a good life, so I'm gonna kill you and take your wife, right? That's a good story as any, right? Okay, let's make that. Um, I'm pretty good at making up stuff when you guys help me out. Thank you. So we have the wife, right? But how does this ghost knows the detective, right? We need to know that. Because you become a ghost and you just don't go and ask any detective, right? So the evil twin's trying to replace him. Yeah, well, he already did. He's not trying to. He already did. That already happened. It's too late. They are married and they have 3 children. I'm just kidding. But yeah. So we need to stop. But how do we stop it, right? He already did the illegal thing. There must be some kind of time constraint to this, right? So, your brother killed you and married your wife. Man, this is NTR again. I'm just doing Netarare again. What the hell is wrong with me? So your twin brother NTRs you with your wife, but there needs to be some time limit constraint, something, right? To give the story the sense of excitement and hurry up or this is gonna blow out. Right? Obviously, this guy is trying to impregnate your wife, so you need to stop him before. But why will they not be already, right? So we need to think something different. Oh yeah, good idea. Maybe the twin hasn't married the wife. We need to stop them before the wedding, right? No, but that would be weird. Wait, give me a second. So even if it's your twin brother and you are the wife will notice, right? Like, even if they look the same, they don't act the same. So she will notice. So something must have happened. So she will not notice the change. Not sure about the ghost interacting with the detective. Maybe the detective could have just found the body, and that leads take him to the couple. Yeah, we need a reason for the detective to exist, right? And we need a reason for the ghost to exist, right? Because usually ghosts stay in the world because they have a reason. Obviously, his reason is to solve the. You know what? Let's make it interesting and make the detective a woman, right? Let's make that. We have enough male MCs in the world. I just wanted to be a woman. So yeah, so how does the ghost meet the detective, right? We need a good reason for that. Because we need a reason for the detective to be involved in this. Because we need a detective to solve the issue, right? And just if you find the body, yeah, maybe he can find the body, but why will he find the body? How will he find the body, right? Well, she, I guess. It's a she now, right? The detective is investigating a murder, that's her job. Yeah, but why this specific murder and who, like, they just find the body? But that will be weird. No, listen to me, that will be weird, right? The body needs to be, no, wait. That's pretty much the reason for the detective. Yeah, it is, but listen to me. If you find the body of someone that is not supposed to have a twin, you will assume he's the one that's dead. And if you go to the house of the couple, and hey, I'm sorry, your husband is dead, and the husband is standing right next to her, that will be weird, and the case will solve itself, right? Oh no, my yaoi. Yeah, I'm not writing yaoi. I'm sorry. Maybe I do. I don't know. Let's make it a male again, right? Who cares about the gender of things? I don't. unless it's the person I'm dating, right? Otherwise, I do care about the gender. Okay, so the body it's missing, right? Okay, let's make it. The body is missing, right? The body needs to be missing because otherwise it will be weird. But how do you dispose of the body of your twin? How do you dispose of the body of your twin? You will hide it, right? Because if you cannot get rid of it, you will hide it. Okay. You will hide it, but how do you hide the body? We need to use the something needs to happen to the body because that's how he, she, whatever, I don't know. Let's make it a she again. She becomes a... Wait, no, this is the detective, right? The ghost. How does the ghost become a ghost? Something needs to happen to his body, right? Okay, let me think about it. How about the evil twin? Let's call him like murder twin. Yeah. So the twin hides the body of his brother in a chest and throws the chest to the sea. But it was a magical chest that turns people into a ghost. No, wait, no, that doesn't make sense. Okay, then here's another idea. You play as a paranormal investigator hired by the wife to investigate the strange occurrences. Oh yeah, good idea. Damn, that's right. Also, you're the master of the plots. Yeah. Okay, so I'm gonna use that with the thing I was making up. So the detective now was upgraded to paranormal. They call them paranormal investigators, right? Yeah. So okay, so they live in a big house, and the twin kills the brother and hides his body in a chest at the bottom of the house. But the chest was magical, so it allows the ghost of the murder twin to make things happen in the house, and he's trying to let the wife know something is wrong, and the wife hires the investigator. Yeah, it's amazing. This is definitely the GOTY. Obviously, the occurrence happens because of the ghost of the dead twin, and investigating the sightings leads to the truth. Yeah, that makes a lot of sense. Yeah, thank you. Nice idea. So I'm gonna keep the chest because I like the big chest. I like big chest. Yeah. And I cannot lie, I guess. Okay, so yeah, we have 4 characters. Do we need more? Do we need more characters? I mean, they still look the same. And the wife... Okay, let's just begin with 4 characters. I guess it works as good as anything. For some reason, I was thinking about this game in a RPG Maker fashion. My mind just goes to RPG Maker games, and I was thinking how we can kill the guy in RPG Maker. But this is a visual novel, right? So, okay, so yeah, it works, right? Yeah, so maybe we can start writing the game right now. Yeah, we need dark clouds instead, right? And we need a different background music. Yeah, maybe we can use the rain. Every dramatic story needs to start with rain. This kind of rain, yeah. The chest thing is kind of meh. Having the body hidden somewhere in the house should be enough for the body to not rest. Maybe we don't know that. I mean, maybe the chest is not going to be magical, but I still want there to be a chest. We need some plot for it, right? I don't think people just turn into ghosts just out of spite, right? Otherwise, everyone who died angry will become a spirit, right? Hmm. Maybe in the chest there's also information about why they are twins and how they got separated, and yeah, it makes sense. Yeah, let's use that. Okay, yeah, I'm brewing the story in my head. Yeah, it's gonna be a great story. Just listen to me, guys. Okay. Okay, this works. Everything is working just fine. Okay. So what I'm gonna do is add some rain, some storm. Um, Doesn't everyone become a ghost when they die? I mean, if you believe in... you only become a ghost if you believe in ghosts? Well, I don't know. It would be weird, right? Because otherwise the world... No, because listen, everyone dies, right? So, yeah, I just want a chest. Let me have my chest. If you die, you can go to heaven, or you can go to hell, or you can go to purgatory, right? Or you stay in this earth because you need to solve something. But not everyone needs to solve something, or not everyone is angry at something and they stay in this world for any reason. So everyone turns into ghosts, but not every ghost stays on Earth, right? That's the thing. No one knows. Maybe we all become ghosts after death, or maybe ghosts don't exist at all. Overall, people don't really need an explanation for ghost existence. Much less in a game, right? Okay, so storm begins. Wait, let me just it will be fade out, and there will be a waiting of 2 seconds. There will be a fade in, and then the weather begins here. We need a name for the detective, right? In most cultures, heaven or hell or purgatory don't exist. No one knows. Maybe I know and I'm not telling you guys. How about that? Maybe I do know. But no, I don't know. I think it's more fun that way, right? It's like a surprise when you die. It's the ultimate surprise of life. Maybe there's something else, maybe not. Anyway, let's keep going. So we need a name for the detective, right? What's a good name for a detective, for a paranormal detective, right? But it's not a detective anymore, right? It's an investigator. Paranormal investigator 1. Maybe we all become girls that end up in a haunted house in an RPG Maker. That sounds like purgatory to me, being stuck in an RPG Maker game where you die over and over again. We want it to be a story where it begins at the end, and then everything is just the character remembering, like, it was 3 days ago. I remember it as if it was 3 days ago. And then they go back into the past. I hope I end up in Mad Father. I feel like that one will be the most merciful. I don't know. Mad Father is really fucked up. I think... Are we talking about the true quote-unquote good ending? I would say maybe that's the most... I don't know. If you get the good ending in Misao, it's not as bad, right? I mean, if you solve the curse and you're the character that kinda gets scot-free, man, no, it's really bad too, right? I think RPG Maker's generally pretty bad for everyone involved. Um, Actually, no. I want to be in Witch's Heart. That's one of my Witch's Heart. What is Witch's Heart? Witch's House? Witch's Heart. That's a new one to me. Let me Google it. I think I got recommended that game once, but I never played Witch's Heart. Maybe I should give that one a try. Well, anyway, let's keep working in the game, right? So we want it to be a story about something that already happened. No, I think that would be lame. I don't like stories that begin at the end, right? I also don't think we want faces. No, because we're gonna be using like half-body sprites, right? Let's begin with that, right? We also need to begin with showing a picture. It will be number 1 and it will be this guy, right? Just to put placeholders in place. All right, we can use this thing, right? Oh wait, okay, let me see how this works. The visual novel. Okay, it needs to be a little bit up, right? It needs to be bigger, at least twice the size, and at least twice the size. And maybe this is too big. Who knows? It was 3 days ago. The events that happened 3 days ago happened 3 days ago. 3 days ago, I did stuff that I did 3 days ago. Yeah, that's right. That's how things usually happen. Maybe that's a little bit too big, right? Nah, it's a visual novel. It should be okay. Oh yeah, the investigator, it's a woman, right? Yeah, thank you. I switched genders too many times and I forgot. Should be this one, right? Maybe 180 should be enough. I feel like 200 it's too big. Maybe 2 seconds it's too much. Oh, now she's floating. I need a little bit fixing it here. Settings. Maybe this way it will be better, right? Yeah, that's much better, right? Yeah, it looks much better this way. Yeah, it looks good, right? So I have to do something real quick. Just spare me the disappearing background. Maybe it's a girl, but it just looks like a guy. Maybe, who knows, right? Okay, wait. I have to do some things, and you guys cannot see what I'm doing, so I'm gonna do it real quick. JavaScript plugins. Okay, that should be good enough. Okay, so we can go to the plugins and we can add this one. The play message when characters sound effect. I think that's a basic for visual novels. Yeah, much better. Maybe a little bit too loud, so I'm gonna lower the volume of that thing. Volume of this. 50 should be enough, right? By the day. Does the background text when nothing is displayed mean anything? Typing is not my passion. The background text when nothing is displayed means anything? What do you mean background text when nothing is displayed? What? The background text when nothing is displayed. What? I'm kind of confused with what you say. Also, for some reason, my sword is showing. Yeah. I swear to God, I need to switch those hotkeys maybe later. The Japanese text. Wait, what Japanese text? What are the one in the plugins? Like on stream, when you close or hide our game program, it shows some sentences in oh, okay, yeah. This. Yeah, it means something. It definitely means something, I'm sure of it. Yeah, those are phrases my wife says in game. You know, Nier from Grand Blue Fantasy. It's just a reminder that my wife is always watching me, even when I'm streaming. So yeah, they do mean something. I mean, most of them are voice lines from. We can hear them. Just give me a second. For example, it will be this. Yeah. So now, the more you know, the less you want to know, right? Yeah. I told you guys. You didn't want to know, but you wanted to know anyway. So now everyone it's paying the price. Anyway, let's keep working in the game. Let's make as if nothing of that happened, and we're just gonna keep working on the game, right? So yeah, I think that should be enough of this, so we can keep working on the game. In rainy days like this, I remember my father and why I decided to become who I am today. And by that, I mean the best in this city. Wow, 3 new subs since the stream started. Nice. What? Yeah, that should be nice. Maybe I should turn on subscribers notifications. Maybe one day when I stop being lazy. Hello, Joker. Thank you for coming to the stream. I don't know what that face means, but thank you anyway. Let me check that once again to see if everything is working properly. Yeah, it works just fine. Okay, so we need a story, right? So okay, maybe we need another character. I mean, they don't necessarily have to be a character, right? But okay, so what we're gonna do is we're gonna put this in here. Then I'm gonna copy this one. And I'm gonna paste. Wait, not yet. So we're gonna erase picture 1, and then we're gonna show picture 2. That it's gonna be. Yeah, it doesn't really matter. I'm probably gonna design the characters later. So this one, right? Quick settings. Yeah. Right? It's gonna be kind of a pain in the ass to do, but whatever. Do you really? You can have the game start when the investigation already started, kind of like a house for a lesson. Alt's keeping us updated with the stats. Yeah, it's the official stat keeper of the channel, I guess. That's not a real position, by the way, but it works. I don't know. I like to start things at the beginning. It allows me to. Aha! Another investigator. Yeah, this is not gonna be. Yeah, it looks like your normal visual novel, right? It works just fine. So this another this second investigator, it's just gonna be for the opening a scene. It's not gonna be in the actual investigation. It will be too much characters to keep track of, right? So this is like the intern, like the helper, like the second in command. So he's not going into the actual investigation. It's just to give us to keep the story rolling, right? To begin the ball movement of the story. Yeah, so it will be like, shut up. I know something big is coming. Oh, wait. Okay, so we need to take this guy out of the picture, right? So what we are gonna do is we're gonna remove him from the story, right? So how do we remove the extra character I just made up on the spot, right? Maybe I just delete the character. No, we need someone to have conversations with, right? So since this is the Valentine's month, I want to keep the topic of love not necessarily on the story but relevant to the story. So yeah, the guy is gonna go on a wedding, right? I think that works just fine. I see the weird way you show pictures. Having bots price be number one and two should. Having bots price be number one should do the trick. Just yeah, it does. It does. You can just switch the same picture. I didn't know that. Okay. So if you just use a number one and you keep changing what is in the number one spot, should be fine. Really? Okay, let me check that. I'm gonna remove all the erase pictures. Okay, let's see if that works. I used to do that too, and I was just overcomplicated. I guess I got used to doing it in a different engine. Oh, it works. Nice. Thank you, Als. As useful as ever. Well, I guess it just makes sense because it's replacing the file that it's being read, right? So it's just overwriting. Maybe if it was like an animation and I wanted to keep the state, it would be nice to keep it the other way around, but with this kind of sprites, this works just fine, right? Weekend. So let's make the other investigator gay, so people can keep making yaoi jokes of this game. Well, yeah, I guess that works just fine, right? Okay, so I'm trying to find a segue to actually make the story work. I wanted to make unnamed Moriko game yaoi fan art. Yeah, this game is gonna have something for everyone. You like yaoi, you can have yaoi couples. You like Yuri, we are definitely gonna have Yuri. You like whatever people call straight relationships, you can have that too if you want. Okay, how do I make a segue into the investigation, right? Don't worry. Hmm. Hmm. This is gonna be a good story. I can feel it. Okay, so this is gonna be this, and then she's gonna get the call from the wife that suspects something weird is happening in her house. And then she's gonna go to the house, and the game begins, right? So not a really long introductory cutscene. I like introductory cutscenes in games, especially if they're animated, right? I'm not gonna animate any of this, right? But sometimes what happens with visual novels, I do feel they take too long to ramp up. I have played visual novels in this channel that they take like 40 minutes of reading, like non-stop reading, to get to the actual plot of the story. Which usually it's not too bad, right? It's like reading a book. You need to take your time. But man, when you're playing and you have to wait 40 minutes of reading for something to happen, it gets kind of boring. Not gonna lie. And I don't want the game to be like that. I like to make my games short and sweet. Maybe not sweet because I suck at making games, but they're gonna be short for sure. So you can get to the point of things faster. Okay, so she gets the... Maybe we can have like a fade out in here. And then the self switch, right? Self switch A, okay. Scene 2. And we can switch to a different parallax. guess this one works just fine. And the rain stops. This works just fine. Since this is not an RPG, you don't really need a lot of maps or events, you know? If anything, you could make the entire game in one big long event. Yeah, but that's problematic later down the line. I don't like to make everything in one big event, because if something's wrong, or like if I want to do different things, it might be an issue. I don't know. It's probably wrong, but that's how I make games. I just like to have one event for the auto run scene, for the introduction scene, and then I like to make another one for the main body of the game. You can change the parallel in the event as well if that's what you need. Yeah, I know that, but I don't know. This is how it works for me, and I don't know. Maybe I'm thinking, since it's a visual novel, I want to make. It's gonna be short. Maybe I can make a couple of endings, and I want to. It's just for structure for me to know when I change things. Yeah, I don't want to scroll a billion light years, and I could keep track with, like with dividends and with dips, with dividers. Well, I don't know what I say, dividends. I could keep track with dividers and notes, right, and commentating the code. But this is gonna work better for me in the way that I know. Like, this is the introductory scene. This is the beginning of the scene. And then I'm gonna be able to branch my endings accordingly, because the scenes help me keep track of that, right? So I'm gonna be using the scenes not as much as maps, because I need the space, but more like an organization tool, right? It works for me. I think it's a good idea to use this way to organize yourself. I think it works just fine, right? I know it's maybe not efficient for other people. It works for me, and maybe I will change it in the future, right? I don't know, but I'd like to keep track of these kind of things like that. So this one, we're gonna be switching to transferring to scene number 2. So we switch to scene number 2, and because I'm probably gonna expand on this intro scene, right? This is not gonna be the whole introduction. It's probably gonna be more things changing in here, more explanations maybe, right? Oh yeah, of course, I forget. Controls. Let's see. Simple controls, right? But we have to put the controls in there. I think I just got the idea from Rempy that indeed has one long script for the entire game. Yeah. But that itself is problematic, right? I always wanted to work with Rempy, but I cannot get in the right frame of mind. Maybe the next game I make will be in Rempy. I do enjoy using RPG Maker because it's easy to use for my small monkey brain. Anyway, okay, so I get to the second scene, which is at night, right? Because this girl has been waiting the whole day for something to happen, and nothing happens, right? and then she gets a call from this. I don't need this event to exist. So delete it and make a new one. It's gonna begin with auto run. Sound effect. No, I have to live just like my father. Like father, like son. It's the destiny of everyone to live eventually. But thank you for coming. Bye, Joker. Have a good rest of the day. Okay, so we have a like a phone sound in here. I don't think we do, right? No, we don't. Maybe like a ring, maybe. And this game has a lot of sound effects. Twine, thunder, sword, switch, sleep, slash, skill, siren. Oh god, I'm deaf now. God damn it, that's too loud. Oh, chip. That's a nice sound. Resonance, reflection, recovery, power up. Ah, phone, nice. Maybe 2 sounds. Just gonna copy the text format from this. Okay, so I think maybe we can do like the beginning of the game in this stream, probably like 40 more minutes. 2 hours should be long enough. And then tomorrow we're gonna leave. We're gonna probably work with actually making the character sprites, because I don't want to keep working in the game with placeholders, because it's gonna be a pain in the ass to switch the placeholders later, right? So I'm just gonna work a little bit on the game here today, and tomorrow we can make the sprites for the characters, which it's gonna give them a lot of personality, and it's gonna be easier to write them, and then we can keep working on the game, right? Because just spending like 40 minutes switching placeholders, it's not gonna be fun. So today we work in RPG Maker, tomorrow we work in like Photoshop or something to make the sprites. Should be nice. Anyway, I want to make more games with Rampy, to be honest. It's an easier way to tell a story. I could make simpler stuff in RPG Maker, sure, but Rampy is just more satisfying. I don't know. Yeah, people make great things with Rampy. It's just so good, and it's free. There's a bunch of work with that too, but well. Okay, so It's gonna be the name of the. I can also code stuff in Rempi, which I want to do in the future, especially for the game I'm planning. Yeah, that's another advantage of Rempi, right? Coding, it's nice when you have the time, right? I really don't have the time to get coding against that. That's why I like to use RPG Maker. It's mostly just writing lines and putting sprites in place. It's simple for me. Otherwise, I would never finish a game. The last time I have to code a game by myself, it took me like a year to make a game, and it was like a really bad game. It just coding requires a lot of time. It's a lot of trial and error for me, at least. Okay, yeah. Well, I think I don't want to waste more time because I'm thinking switching sprites will be a pain in the ass. So this is what I'm gonna do. Give me a second. I'm gonna make this invisible. You can enjoy the Japanese text in the background. I also have seen a lot of games lately made in Godot. I think because of what happened with Unity, a lot of people switched to Godot engine, and they are doing amazing work with Godot, right? I think Godot script is simple enough that most people can get into it because it's really nicely done. So a lot of people can code with Godot. I was thinking of making like a let's make a game in Godot, but I don't have the time right now with everything that's happening. So maybe next month I can make a game in Godot, right? It's worth it, right? Worth it, right? Just give me a second. You can make a placeholder sprite that has the same name as the future real one, and once the real one is done, you replace it with the placeholder and one and keep the name. Oh yeah, right. Well, I guess I could do that, right? Yeah, let's do that. It's easier than what I wanted to do. It's gonna save time while streaming. So let's keep working on the game then. It's gonna keep the same name of the file. It's gonna replace it, and it's gonna replace itself, right? Yeah, good idea. Okay, so the thing is, I don't know the flow of the story, right? So I need to grab my notebook and make one, right? So how I usually write stories and stuff like that for games or anything I want to do, it's just I make like a quick diagram, right? So it's the intro scene, should be obviously this one, where we meet the main character, and then she gets a call. Then she goes to the mansion, right? It's gonna be like a mansion.